What is going on, everybody? And in this video, we're providing a state of the market and stock picks for September 28th, 2022. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, consider subscribing, as I do provide daily and weekly updates to get you prepared for the day and the week ahead in this glorious market. So let's get right into it today. What is very interesting today is that the market is barely holding on. The market almost broke today. I really expect this to potentially gap down and start selling at this point, to be honest. Although we have to see, there is a very big struggle here. There's been absolutely no bouncing. The market, the dollar is continuing to run to 114, which is absurd. Oil has dialed back quite a bit, but again, I think we'll see that surge here in a couple months. Um, so where are we at this week? We've had a lot of different Fed members speaking. The digital currency meeting that Powell was at pumped Bitcoin a little bit, only to drop it back down. The world is still in shambles, and we haven't even seen earnings yet because end of the month we got a couple more days at the end of the month, and then we're going to see what is really transpiring from the rate increases. Now we are slowly pulling away from last monetary policy. It'd be interesting to see if we do start to run. I think there's a potential we could run, but the market really needs to turn around. And typically Wednesday will be that pivot point where the market could turn around. So we could see that tomorrow, in the next couple days, as long as there's no new bad news, or we wake up and we gap down and then we continue to sell off because of fear. And I believe, this move down is more so based off of fear than anything else. People are starting to understand what's really going on. Maybe we do get our pre-earnings run into earnings and then get really bad earnings, and that will be the one thing that actually breaks us past this level. Maybe we jump and revisit the 3870. I don't think we could potentially hit that high. We haven't even retested this 20 after this break. We've gone straight down. And something I said, like when we reach back up to this 20 level, which is roughly around that 3864, you could probably drop that a little bit further down. 3835. I think we could potentially rally up to there. The market really needs to get momentum in the next day or two, or else this thing is going to snap, and we're going to again, after this level, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Could we limit down? Strong possibility. I think you're going to start inducing a lot of fear. We break this level. We came close today, but somehow we managed to push back up to that 64, close to that 6450. But we made a new low on the year of 3623. So it really depends tomorrow on where that candle lands and where we open. Again, if we open below the 3614 mark, we are going to flush hard. I'm talking like a potential 80, 100 point move on the SPX, which would reset a lot of any pushes that even your major stocks have been doing lately. Your Teslas and your Apples, Snow, if they continue to not do well, they will sell off pretty heavily. So we definitely have to see how it does open. But we will see. Again, there's a lot priced into the downside. If we do get a move up, it would help kill some of the premium, which would be nice. But again, we have to see. It's always about opening up and seeing where we land in the morning. Bitcoin somehow really holding that 18K 700 pretty tight. Waiting for this thing to break. Again, just like the regular market, if that key level breaks, this thing is going to fall pretty far down. I think we could potentially see even under 10K. For how long, I don't know. Even in the general market, when I talk about the general market, if it does break that major level, I think we could probably spend maybe a couple of weeks down at that level, and then I think we will start to rally back up once the market believes it is priced in at that point. But we'll see. We'll have to see about that. And if that's the case, I could see this potentially falling below 10K, but I think it would be very short-lived, potentially bottoming out at 7,600 mark could potentially. Have to see. But that's what I got for Bitcoin. Tesla's been rallying some over the past couple of days. Very key points. It needed a bounce off of essentially this key support around the 170. It did just that. My question is this where we hit the retest and we start selling tomorrow to make a new lower low? Again, to break this level, I potentially see that you're going to see 253, and then you're going to get a big gap down to 224. So we do have some strong support here, but again, I think this will break at some point, and we will be down here at least to the 222, potentially the 209. Again, if it gets around 209, I think it'll be very short-lived. Some of these stocks are safe havens, so they're not going to stay at these levels very low. Same with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops below 10K, I think people are just going to gobble it up, and it's not going to be there for very long. Maybe, like I said, we get a week or two at that point, and that's it. And so this is why I talk about having cash reserves and just waiting. And then when these break these key levels and they hold key spots, you can accumulate then, and then hopefully that's the turnaround spot. But nonetheless, we made a new low today on the year. So we'll see what happens in the morning. BA is starting to consolidate roughly on the support here. Could potentially again sell off more to the 114 mark. Again, I think if you hit panic, this is going to make a new low as well. But we'll see if it does break 100. 100 seems to be holding even during pandemic levels. I remember picking up BA around the 100 around the pandemic. So it's kind of funny to see this back down here at the 100, but I definitely have to see if it does come close to that. Normally it gets bailed out if it has any problems. So BA is kind of always one of those ones that's almost kind of a safe haven, although I don't play it. I have made some money off of playing shares back when the pandemic hit, but I don't typically play it, not with options, because none of the patterns really play out on BA. So JPM tested that low again, just like the market. Again, if it breaks 104 by tomorrow, which it looks like it's really trying to, if any of these break, I'm looking for that retest, and that's where I'm in puts and ready for this thing to just completely tank after that point. It's not saying it will. It can. It very much can. But we will see. Again, Goldman Sachs getting pretty close. So bottom again, looking at that 281. Massive selling, no push up. Sheer fear and panic at this point. Nobody is willing to put anything on risk because they don't know. Especially if you're talking about a world depression. It's never happened. So now what is going to come of it is the question. When you start having uncertainty about, oh, this is a brand new event, I have no idea what's going on, that's when you get panic, and that's what we're starting to see. And if we break that level, it's going to be sheer panic. But again, after sheer panic, we do recover quite a bit, and we start making our way back up. So once that panic is out of the way, we've been building this anticipation for this panic, and that's why I've been kind of just waiting for this panic to really kick in. Once it kicks in, and you get that panic sell off, at that point, it's just waiting to see when. Waiting to see when the market is ready to start pushing back up, which again, the market is not the economy, so it will start pushing up way before the economy recovers. The economy of the world can be in a depression, but the economy can start pushing back up. And again, once we get this panic out of the way, I think we can start actually making a recovery towards all-time highs. I don't expect all-time highs anytime soon, but I would see us stair-stepping our way, grinding our way back up once that fear is priced in. But that's also not saying that one of these black swan catalysts can continue to push us down from that point. Again, we can still drop another 15-20% from here, and that we would still be hitting roughly around average just at that point. So, and that's again saying if things get really bad, if some of these black swans starts playing out, who knows how much further we can drop from there. So just be mindful of that. So with that being said, I do appreciate you if you made it this far. Go ahead and drop a like. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.